Well, Craig, I know that you have friends in Germany, as do I. In fact, I was just over there for a week, and all anyone wanted to talk about was the German-American alliance. There's a lot of worry in Europe generally, and Germany in particular, given what Donald Trump has said in recent days. What do you make of this sort of back and forth between him and Merkel, and what's the state of that alliance?
Yeah, I don't think a lot of Americans appreciate just how deeply invested Germans are in the transatlantic relationship and in sort of the transatlantic order that we've had since the Second World War. And there's a lot of consternation, a lot of alarm, a lot of anxiety. I mean, it was certainly sparked by Trump's election because of their perceptions of Trump, but also it has only grown since then. I think it was exacerbated by the president's recent trip to Europe. Some people were freaked out that he didn't enunciate explicitly a recommitment to the defense of NATO nations, a clause in the NATO treaty. His body language, other comments and tweets about Germany's contribution and other European countries' contribution to NATO defense, and also their trade surpluses with the U.S. It all adds up to a lot of fear, a lot of suspicion, and kind of a hand-wringing about sort of where this leaves Europe and how they cope going forward with their most important ally if they do not, as Angela Merkel, the Chancellor, alluded to the other day, if they start to see the U.S. as no longer a, quote, reliable partner.
Yeah, I mean, she said something to the effect, we have to take our fate into our own hands. Now, afterwards, Sean Spicer and others in the White House, and even the German ambassador to the U.S., were sort of papering this over, saying, well, you know, we still have a strong relationship, but this kind of language between allies is, that's a different kind of language, isn't it?
Yeah, and, you know, again, part of it, obviously, Merkel had a really close relationship with Obama. It wasn't that way at the beginning of Obama's tenure, but they grew very close. They're obviously much closer temperamentally than Trump and Merkel are. So there's a lot that goes into this. And she's even gotten some criticism in Europe. Some people thought that she overreacted, and they're afraid of sort of turning this into a self-fulfilling prophecy if Germany recoils, you know, so dramatically from Trump. But again, I mean, the relationship, it's not good. And the question is going forward whether events are going to make it even worse. You've got obviously issues having to do with trade. You've got the controversy over the climate pact, and we're about to find out the final decision that the president has made about the Paris Climate Agreement. There's a lot of fear among other countries about how the U.S. is going to handle that. And then the ultimate question is whether this is isolating us on the world stage.